Throughout the offseason, we have seen how some of these rookie quarterbacks from the 2021 NFL draft class have performed. And to me, one of the main quarterbacks rookie quarterbacks that stuck out was Justin Fields. That's right. The former Ohio State Buckeye in his first start went 14 of 20 for 142 yards and a touchdown, as well as a rushing touchdown. And honestly, I don't think it could have gone much better for him. There's a lot of things I loved about his debut and his performance. And before we get into that, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Now, when it comes down to it, in evaluating quarterback play, it's tough in the preseason because, there's always the excuse, oh, well, there wasn't any starters, second string, third string. Okay? Because you can get a general idea of how far a quarterback is coming against anybody. It doesn't really matter to me. I feel like, and especially after watching Kellen Mond's performance this last weekend, I think he still needs to learn the playbook. But there's a lot that you can take away from how they're processing the playbook, processing their reads, and just really getting a grasp of an NFL playbook and being able to do that. And I think that, Fields is doing a fantastic job. Now, it did start a little rocky, which is understandable. You're going against defenses. Everything's different in the NFL. People are faster. When they say, game speed, it really is faster. I can just tell by replays of how much faster it is, just from college. And it's for me, it's fun to watch. But at the end of the day, I think that Justin Fields, and this needs to be said emphatically, he needs to start over Andy Dalton right away. Don't waste any time, because we know what Andy Dalton is. He's going to be a good backup, a guy that can, get a franchise to where it should with him at quarterback, but he's not going to elevate them in any way. Justin Fields will elevate the Bears. That's right. The Bears already have a plethora of weapons. We've covered it ad nauseum, but to give you a better idea of what we're talking about, now, also Rodney Adams, by the way, the former Viking, balled out. So I was actually really happy to see that. I hope he does well with the Bears. But, like I was talking about, the Bears have a plethora of weapons. Obviously, David Montgomery at running back, Tariq Cohen. I think he might be one of the fastest players in the NFL. Nobody ever talks about it, but okay. Also, Khalil Herbert showed that he could run the football, which was nice. But, obviously, you got Allen Robinson and Darnell Mooney, who is very underrated in my mind. You got Daz Newsome there as well. Rodney Adams, Marquise Goodwin. Also, Cole Kmet and Jimmy Graham at tight end. Jesse James also I believe he caught the touchdown pass from what I remember. And, there is a lot of talent. And you look from top to bottom, this offensive line is no joke either. And I think it really just comes down to a lot of players and how they perform, especially in the rookie season. Now, I want Tavon Jenkins to get healthy because that could be a scary offensive line. But at the end of the day, I think, again, the Bears just can't waste any time. Are there going to be bad times with Justin Fields at quarterback as a rookie? Probably. But there's also bad times with Kirk Cousins. There's bad times with Aaron Rodgers. There are times, especially with such a young player, that you just, in my mind, you cannot waste any time. And I think this is that time. I think with just what we saw from Saturday, it's very clear to me that Justin Fields needs to be on the field right away, because the way that his team gravitated toward him, the way that team played down the stretch. And now, again, I know it's preseason, but you can take away a lot, especially, obviously, of how performed or organized the quarterback looks, but also how the team revolves around him and how they gravitate towards him. And that team did that. Absolutely. Whether it was the defense getting turnovers or getting stops, or whether it was, running the football. This was a great performance, and this is something to be very excited about with the Bears. Can the Vikings get one franchise quarterback that they actually draft? Just Fred Tarkenton, is the only one I can think of. But other than that, just But I do think that Justin Fields is going to be the quarterback for the Bears moving forward, and I think he's going to be a franchise quarterback and a guy they can just continually build on, build a team around, and just progress in his development. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch and a lot harder to defend than people are giving him credit for. And I think that his athleticism as well as his ability to throw the football. The one thing about him is I noticed him and Trey Lance both showed they're not afraid to throw the football, and that's something I absolutely love, because I've dealt with it for too long as a Vikings fan, but also as an NFL fan, watching rookie quarterbacks just not want to make mistakes. I get that. But at the end of the day, you do also have to take some shots. You have to be able to show you have the ability to work the ball down the field and make plays for your team, because it's the NFL's most important position. And at the end of the day, I think Justin Fields showed that he could do that, and there's a lot to love about his debut against the Dolphins. And again, I'm just really excited to see what he does moving forward. And the Bears, they are definitely contenders now, especially if they don't waste any time in putting Justin Fields on the field. So let us know what you guys think about our thought of just letting Justin Fields start right away. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Check out our website at thesportsbeatpodcast.com. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media handles. Make sure you give us a follow there. Give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, make sure you send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. But with that, let us know what you guys think about starting Justin Fields right away.